The Senate is set to vote in just about an hour on a bill that would repeal about $2 billion a year in tax breaks for the 5 biggest oil companies. Some observers expect the vote to fail, but Senate Democrats hope to build the case to include a deficit reduction package being negotiated by key lawmakers and the Obama administration. The heads of the 5 oil companies defended the tax breaks at a Senate hearing last week, saying they just want the same tax advantages enjoyed by other industries. For more on this now, let's turn it over to 24-hour News 8 political reporter Rick Albin.
Susan, thanks. One of the senators behind this measure is Michigan's Democrat Debbie Stabenow. She joins us live from Washington, D.C. Senator, I know that this vote's going to come up in a little less than an hour and that you do have some opposition. It's that whole 60 vote thing again, I assume. But tell me where you expect this to go.
Well, Rick, first let me say that, families are really feeling this right now. They're paying more for gas than they're paying for groceries and health care. And so, and Dad, insult to injury, we're getting hit twice. You have to pay the price at the pump and then you pay again as a taxpayer. So that's the reason for this. We have companies with the highest corporate profits in the world. At least one of the subsidies has been in place for almost 100 years. Doesn't make sense anymore. And if we've got to cut to balance the budget, seems to me we would start here. So we have a majority of votes. We don't have, we may not have enough votes to overcome a filibuster, but we're putting together a large deficit reduction package, and this needs to be a part of it when we have very tough decisions to make. We cannot balance the budget on the backs of middle-class families and senior citizens. I mean, we've got to look at everything, and these are subsidies that certainly aren't needed when we have corporations, the 5 top companies with the highest corporate profits ever in their history. It really just doesn't make sense for taxpayers to be subsidizing them.
This may be a little simplistic, but there would be some who would say that if you take away billions of dollars of subsidies at a time when I'm paying $4.12 at the pump, what's to keep those gas companies from simply passing that cost right back along to me, so I either pay them now or I pay them later?
Well, Rick, the billions of dollars in subsidies actually equals about 1% of their profits right now. 1%. So what we're saying is you can contribute 1% of your profits, the highest profits of any corporation, to help pay down our national debt. It's in the American interest to do that. And we have 2 nonpartisan studies that came out last week that say it has absolutely no relationship to what they're charging us, what the prices are. I mean, we have market manipulation going on, and we have the companies able to pick the price because there's no consumer choice. So what we really need to do is be buying more of those great electric vehicles and have E85 at the pump and natural gas and biodiesel and a whole range of things, so we actually have consumer choice, because that's not what we have right now. They can charge whatever they want to charge, and what they're doing is just taking those billions and pocketing it, and we can't afford right now to have them do that.
I know you're working on a larger debt reduction package. There's also the debt ceiling out there. We're about out of time. All in all, are you going to be able to come to some type of a compromise, and does that debt ceiling get raised?
Well, we have to come together, and we have to come up with an agreement. And what I would say, Rick, that I remind my colleagues all the time as well, is that we will never get out of debt in this country with more than 13 million people out of work. We have to stay focused on jobs as part of all of this.
Senator, as always, we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.